A growing number of Americans are choosing to spend their retirement years in places abroad. But there are several important steps to take before you pick up and move. CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg is here to walk us through a few of them. Thanks for being here.
You got it.
So are there benefits for Americans if they retire abroad?
Well, it all gets down to money, standard of living, and medical care. And as long as you do the research on that, you got half the battle already won.
So what are some of the financial related questions you should ask yourself before considering this?
Well, first of all, you need to know local laws. You need to know that you're still obligated to pay your income taxes to the United States should you have that kind of income. And then you have to know basically what is the standard of living where you're going, what is the cost of living, and then the most important thing, of course, access and affordability of medical care.
Well, speaking of health care and insurance, how can you determine what you're eligible for?
Well, you have to check with your own insurance policy. Most of your medical insurance does not cover you outside the United States. That's a number one. Number two, you want to purchase something called medical evacuation insurance should you get injured overseas and need to come back. But many countries are so attractive to retirees from America, they've created their own medical insurance that so far outpasses us that it's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's great medical insurance in Panama. There's going to be great insurance in Thailand, Malaysia. They're getting to the point of great medical care. So, of course, coming with that comes medical insurance.
I imagine a big thing on a lot of retirees' minds is Social Security, and
Yes.
that varies from country to country. So how do you find out what you get?
Well, with the exception of countries we have no diplomatic relations with, your Social Security payments can be sent to wherever you're living. That's number one. The real key is, can you get by on just your Social Security payments alone? And in many of these countries you can. Portugal is one, Mexico is one, Panama is one, where you can get by on about $1,200 a month. I have friends of mine in Thailand who retired 5 years ago, and they've never touched their principal savings. They're just taking their Social Security payments.
$1,200 a month. Put that in perspective for us if they stayed here in the U.S., let's say, in a big city.
Well, you see, it's not just the cost. People, when they think of travel, think it's about airline tickets and hotels. It's not. It's about the local cost of goods and services. How much is a cab ride, a dinner, a tube of toothpaste? You need to look at those factors to determine, can you afford to live the way the locals do? And now with a strong U.S. dollar, the answer is you can.
All right, that's all the little things. Now, you've put together a list of the best countries for Americans to retire in.
Yeah.
Tell me about the top three.
Well, you got Portugal for one. I really love Portugal. It's really coming up. We have about 3,000 Americans who are living there right now who are retired. They're expats. You can get by on about $1,700 a month on average. Mexico is the real killer because people don't realize 1 million Americans already have retired there. They started by building second homes for vacation, then decided, hey, we're going to stay. And it's about $1,200 a month on average to live there.
Okay, now how about Thailand?
Thailand has great medical care. It's one of the big capitals of medical tourism right now. So once again, the Thai baht, very depressed against the U.S. dollar, very affordable.
Interesting that you keep bringing up healthcare and how it's so much better.
You cannot ignore it.
It's a big factor for retirees. And how about Panama? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, Panama is interesting because 25,000 Americans are retiring there right now, but a number of U.S. medical hospital groups like the Cleveland Clinic, Johns Hopkins, have opened up facilities there. And if you can prove in Panama that you're earning less than $1,000 a month, you qualify for a special card that gives you 50% discount on just about anything, including airline tickets if you want to come home.
You're constantly traveling. Where's your pick? I don't want you to retire anytime soon, but
I would take Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, high standard of living, low cost of living.
All right. Good advice. Peter Greenberg, thanks so much.
You got it, Meg.
Appreciate it.
Brought to you by Bright House Financial, established by MetLife.